Pregnant Kate risks luvvies backlash by wearing green dress to BAFTAs and not black like stars supporting Time's Up equality protest. But is her black sash and bag a signal of support? The Duchess of Cambridge risked a backlash last night as she broke ranks with actresses and chose not to wear black at the BAFTA Awards. Pregnant Kate, 36, wore a dark forest green gown by British designer Jenny Packham following weeks of speculation over whether she would wear black in a public show of support for Hollywood's stance against sexual harassment. Almost every actress on the red carpet wore black, including A-listers Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Lawrence, and Margot Robbie, making the Duchess' choice all the more striking. Tradition dictates that the royal family avoids anything that could be construed as a political statement. But there had been speculation Kate could wear a patterned black gown to demonstrate she backed the Time's Up movement, but also respected royal protocol. Kate wore an Empire-line dress in a deep shade of green, which was complemented by a dazzling emerald necklace and earrings. Perhaps in a subtle nod to the movement, she accessorized with a black bow above her bump, matching her shoes and clutch handbag. Kensington Palace refused to comment on whether her black sash and bag were intended as a nod to the movement against gender inequality and sexual harassment, which has gained widespread support since the Harvey Weinstein sex scandal. Some women turned to Twitter to voice disappointment that Kate had not worn black. Nikki Long wrote, "Disappointed in Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge, not wearing black to the BAFTAs. It's not a political thing. It's a woman thing." Journalist Rachel McGraw tweeted, "I know the royals aren't supposed to get involved with protests or anything, but would it really have been that bad for Kate Middleton to wear black? I feel properly let down. Didn't know I cared this much." And a Meghan and Harry fan page wrote, "How does Kate not feel any shame sitting right at the front with a green dress while every other woman is wearing black? Honestly, she should have stayed her A at home if she wasn't even going to show her support for women." And authors questioned why some royals were able to make political statements while others felt they couldn't. A Twitter user said, "If her mother-in-law, the Duchess of Cornwall, can stand against sexual harassment openly and make a topic of it, then Kate can wear a black dress easily without raising any questions." But not everyone had it in for the Duchess. One user going under the name of Stefface wrote, "I think the Duchess of Cambridge's dress is a smart move. Not black, so in line with protocol, but dark enough to be a nod of support." Another turned on those protesting, saying, "Feminists show their true colors by bullying the Duchess of Cambridge because she chose not to get into politics and not wear black. This has gone too far." And another Twitter user called Sue wrote, "Anyone commenting on the Duchess of Cambridge's dress choice needs to remember what the issue is, and it's not fashion or color choice. Grow up." In an open letter published yesterday before the awards, almost 200 British and Irish stars backed a new fund to help women facing sexual harassment and abuse at work. It echoes a similar initiative launched in Hollywood last month, and was kickstarted with a £1 million ($1.4 million) donation from actress and activist Emma Watson. It was the most openly political BAFTA night in its history, with all the female nominees urged to follow the example of last month's Golden Globes Awards and wear all black. Several actresses brought feminist activists as their guests, including prominent gay rights campaigners, trades unionists, and two women who were involved in the equal pay protests at Dagenham in the 1960s. A group of female protesters wearing Time's Up Teresa t-shirts invaded the red carpet at the Royal Albert Hall in London, chanting, "Sisters, united, we'll never be defeated." The feminist group Sisters Uncut said it was behind the protest to call on Prime Minister Theresa May to halt cuts to domestic violence services, and to protest against the government's domestic violence and abuse bill. Many male attendees wore Time's Up lapel badges, and the awards event was hosted by Joanna Lumley, its first female host since 2001, when Mariella Frostrup co-hosted with Stephen Fry. Absolutely fabulous star Miss Lumley, 71, hailed the Time's Up movement as a continuation of the dogged determination of the suffragettes 100 years earlier. She praised the determination to eradicate the abuse of women the world over as she took to the stage. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were greeted as they arrived by BAFTA chief executive Amanda Berry. William has been president of the British Academy of Film and Television since 2010. Kate's flowing chiffon gown was teamed with a large emerald and diamond necklace and earrings. BAFTA itself did not request attendees to wear black, but a letter was circulated ahead of the awards night, which claimed to be from a collective of UK-based female film and television industry leaders. It said, "Inspired by the Time's Up movement in the US, we are working to continue the incredible movement this side of the Atlantic. With BAFTA being the first major film awards ceremony in Europe this year, we feel it is important to make a statement to show global solidarity and that the issue is not being forgotten, and to join hands with people across all industries who have experienced inequality and abuse." Last year, more than 80 women in the entertainment industry came forward to accuse Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein of sexual harassment, assault and rape. The claims prompted the Me Too movement, in which women shared their experiences of harassment and abuse in an attempt to encourage others to speak out. In January, the Time's Up movement launched a legal fund to help those who had suffered abuse or harassment in any industry. Jane Lush, chair of BAFTA, addressed last night's star-studded audience, saying it was important to acknowledge a difficult 12 months. She said, "Brave revelations have followed brave revelations of bullying and sexual harassment, and which to all our shame has been hidden in plain sight for decades. This is a moment in history, it should be a watershed, a catalyst for lasting change." Actress Andrea Riseborough, who brought gay rights activist Philip Okujima as her guest, said, "I'm here tonight to stand in solidarity with every woman, every person in the world who has suffered sexual abuse in the workplace.